What do you do when you just don't know what to do? Have you ever found yourself in that situation? You don't even know where to begin. The questions in front of you, the dilemma that you're dealing with, it's so confusing and so overwhelming. You don't even know where to start. What do you do when you don't know what to do? My name is Jeremy Stalnecker, and this is the Mighty Oaks Daily Devotional. Glad you could join us today. The Bible has a lot to say about wisdom. And when you don't exactly know what to do, really what you need is wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is knowledge applied. So many of us have knowledge, we know things, but in this circumstance or situation, this thing that we're dealing with, we don't know what to do with that knowledge. We need wisdom. In the book of James, chapter 1, beginning in verse number 5, the Bible says this: if any of you lack wisdom, that's what we're talking about, let him ask of God that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. I could spend a lot of time on these verses today, and I'm not going to. But we have a great promise for us in verse number 5. If any of you lack wisdom, so at those times when you're overwhelmed, when you don't know what to do, you don't even know where to start. If any of you lack wisdom, here's what you need to do. Ask God to give you wisdom. Ask God to help you to understand the next step that you should take, the path that you should walk, the decision that you should make. Ask God for wisdom. The Bible says that God is not going to withhold wisdom from you. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not. He's not going to keep it from you, and it shall be given him. God will give you wisdom. This is the beginning, but when you find yourself in those times when you don't know what to do, you need to stop. You need to acknowledge to a holy God that you don't know what to do, and ask God for wisdom, for a clear understanding of the next step. The next verse is important, though. It says when you ask for wisdom, what does it say? Ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. You know what the Bible is saying there? When you ask God for wisdom, ask with confidence that he'll give you the wisdom that you need. Now, he may not help you to understand every step off into the future or see entirely the whole picture, but he will give you the wisdom you need for the next step, the wisdom you need to make the next decision, the wisdom you need to do the next thing. He promises that he will in his word, and we can take him at his word. What do we call that? We call that faith. Faith is taking God at his word. It's believing what he says and then living our lives according to it. What do you do when you don't know what to do? You realize you don't know what to do. You stop and acknowledge to a holy God you don't know what to do. You then claim the promise of James chapter 1 and verse 5. God, I need wisdom in this situation, and you promised to give it, and I'm claiming that promise. You act in faith, believing that God will give you the wisdom you need to do the next thing. What do you do when you don't know what to do? You go to a holy God that understands the end from the beginning because he wrote it all. He understands it all. He sees it all. He wants you to trust him in the middle of it, and step by step, moment by moment, he will guide us if only we trust him by faith. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow for another Mighty Oaks Daily Devotional. For more information about the Mighty Oaks Foundation and the work that we do for veterans, active duty service members, and first responders, please visit mightyoaksprograms.org.